Sale prices in Portland real estate stumble after some recent gains. Let's take a look at the very latest in our local real estate stats and trends. Hi everyone, RRMilligan here, bringing you the very latest in our local real estate stats and trends for the full Portland metro area, including Southwest Washington. As always, if you've got questions about what's going on in your specific neck of the woods, just drop me a line or post your question here in the comment section. So let's start off with sale prices. When we look at our year-over-year numbers this past week, we're pretty much back to where we were at the start of January. The average sale price came in at about $595,000, which is almost 7% lower than the average sale price during the same week last year. That's after sale prices for the month of January came in at minus 1.9%, so 1.9% below the 2025 average in our sample. This is a tough situation for sellers and their equity, but good for buyers and their affordability. Of course, all real estate is local, and we saw that last week. Some areas like Lake Oswego and North Portland are doing pretty well compared to the rest of the metro area. Next up, our supply and demand. The supply of homes that buyers have to choose from increased a very small amount, but we are continuing to see more homes come to the market each week compared to last year at this time. This past week, we saw 497 homes hit the for sale market compared to 448 the previous year. So if we are seeing an increased number of homes coming to the market compared to last year, why isn't the number of active listings shooting up? Well, that's because buyer demand has been pretty decent for the past 3 weeks now. The number of purchase contracts agreed to by buyers and sellers came in at 588. So we had 497 homes come to the for sale market at the same time that we had 588 homes receive acceptable offers and leave the active market. Last week, I saw a report that nationally we're seeing about 15 to 16% of home purchases falling apart before the deal is completed. So even if we figure in that rate of sale fails, we're still pretty close to a 1 in, 1 out ratio, kind of even Steven. Mortgage rates did improve a very small amount this past week. I'm still seeing the 30-year fixed mortgage advertised in Portland at 5.875%, same as last week, but only with 1/8 of a discount point compared to 3/8 of a discount point last week. So it was a little bit cheaper to get that 5.875% interest rate. The yield on the 10-year Treasury was trending lower for most of Thursday, so I suspect that mortgage rates will follow suit and we'll see an improvement in rates as we head into the weekend. On Friday morning, we are getting one of those delayed inflation reports, and that report could move rates depending on what it shows. If I do see any big changes in rates on Friday, I'll post a note in the comment section right here. And as always, I will throw a rate sheet at the end of the video. The number of days that a home spent on the market before receiving that magic offer improved from an average of 85 days to 83 days. On average, sellers had to discount just over 5% off their original asking price to successfully sell their home, but do keep in mind that that number doesn't include any repairs that they had to do to the home or any credits that they provided the buyer or incentives or realtor commissions. This past week, I didn't see any big changes in the number of price reductions or in the number of foreclosure or pre-foreclosure homes on the market, so I'm glad to see at least that. Well, and that's a wrap for this week. Thanks a million for joining me. As always, I would love a like or a follow. It doesn't cost anything, and I hope that you get something valuable or informative out of these reports. And with that, I'll just say have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you right here next week.